Hello Tubesters, welcome to another video by me Gav. Today it's a show and tell on a 28mm Napoleonic unit. Surprise, surprise. This is take 9. I'll tell you what, that Spielberg bloke must have the patience of a saint. This is literally 9 takes to do a few minute video. You couldn't make it up, really, seriously. Anyway, let's get down to business. I did this about 6 months, 8 months ago. If you go back to my back catalogue of videos, you'll find it. I've done the unit. I put 2 colour bearers, or if you call them flags, but we call them colours in the UK. 2 colour bearers, it should have 1. So I had to put a replacement figure in. And I was going to do a tutorial on that figure. And it's taken me till literally last week. I've got my new little camera stand that clamps on the side of the desk. Well chuffed, I thought. Thought I'd do half the video and then do a voiceover on it, like I've seen people do, maybe speed it up in places, because I understand you guys don't want to spend 2 hours of your valuable time watching Gav waffling and painting. So the idea was to get it down to, still going to be half an hour, 40 minutes, an hour, I've got no idea. As I've always said, you know, I'll put the videos up. I can understand if they're not for you. Anyway, did half the video. Went to go to my computer stand. Where I find a way to, you know, obviously voice over the video. I couldn't find anything. So in the end, apart from painting, I can just throw a track, as we used to say, on anything. So lose my patience. In other words, I just painted the whole figure and stuck him on the base. I couldn't, you know, these are going to be soldiers to sell on. I need to get them out of the way. I have got another figure. I've got lots of figures, and they're not all Napoleonic. Surprise, surprise. I do Napoleonic not because I'm some Napoleonic expert or buff even. It's just I stumbled into painting Napoleonics, doing a few myself. People liked them, and I seem to do a lot of Napoleonics for people. But I do paint other commissions for people. You know, you name it, I'll have a go at it. I only say that because I realise you see a lot of Napoleonic stuff coming up on the channel, or on the channel. So I'm starting to waffle now, just because I'm almost driven to the edge of insanity by the by the amount of takes it's taken to get this far. Let's go down to the desk, let's have a look at these figures, and then we can all be on our way. So I'll catch you down at the desk soon. Right guys, thanks for joining me down at the desk. These are the Wurrtembergers in question. They are the 4th Regiment. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the actual proper name for them, but let's just call them the 4th. So, well, first of all, let's just see if we can, I mean, we're going to miss most of the figures, but I think it's going to be easier. I notice bits of static grass are still clinging to them. I have gone over and brushed them off, but it looks like I'm going to have to do it again. So, we'll hold that there for a second. We'll try these guys first. Just hold them up to the camera, see what they look like. Again, I did these in non-metallic. They're not always going to be in non-metallic. I've got, in fact, the British Napoleonic unit that I'm painting on the side at the moment. That's actually in metallic paints. I believe this is called the Rupel helm. The actual helmet itself. Again, front rank figures, 28mm metal. This unit I've picked out myself, if I remember rightly. Must have done, although they've probably put blooming two colours in for that as well. Painted with a mixture of scale 75 paints and Vallejo paints, obviously both being acrylic. I've not gone for you know me, I'll sometimes mix greatcoat colours up and trousers up and things like that, but these ones I wanted them fairly simple. The colour they're flying is GMB. They're on 40 by 40 bases. I think these are 3mm deep, these ones. I've tried to put a few, hence the extra drummer, the extra officer, although I normally put 2 officers on anyway, or even if you buy one of their battalions that are actually bought, you'll normally get 2 officers with them. This guy's got a NCO, which again has got a piece of static grass clinging to him. Let's just see if we can knock it off with an old working brush. This guy's an NCO here. You can tell that by his black staff there. Some of the stuff, depending on the colours, some of them sometimes were silver tipped and with a stud at the bottom, and some were brass. I mean, you could have put a couple of NCOs in, but on a 24-man unit, you know, it's not like, say, doing a 30-odd unit where you've got a bit more to play with in the amount of figures you can put on. I'll just show you these grenadiers here. Again, very nice figures to paint. They clean up very well. I seem to be getting static grass over everything at the moment without even noticing it. He's got a bush growing out the blooming back of his Bergen there. Right, but yeah, they've got the national cockade on these. They're just wedged in the back there, but on the helmet. But no, very nice figures. The only bit that sometimes you might have to clean out, which you haven't really got on these, maybe the officers might have, is just under the tails near the body. Sometimes the metalwork can be slightly rough there on the casting. You just need to get in there, and although, to be honest, and give it a clean out. But to be honest with you, it's not on show, especially once they're based. So, guys, thank you very much for stopping by and taking a look at my 4th Regiment Wurrtemberg Foot. All 24 of them. Let's just go back slightly so we're not... There we go. How tiny do they look? Yeah, so thanks for joining me at the bench, guys, and having a look at these figures. I will put a few photographs on at the end for those who've still got the will to live. We will catch each other soon on another video. I believe coming up I've got a couple of maybe a couple of Infinity next week. I have the first base of those British infantry to show, and a couple of reviews as well. So we'll catch each other soon on another video. Take care of yourself, guys.